So he's capable of it.
He was a much different player back in Advanced Warfare. Everyone knew him for his ridiculously aggressive submachine gun play.
Okay.
And then now he's obviously transformed into more of an AR-type
But
role.
a map like Stronghold, maybe you're not too worried about the snipers at all. Yep. Regardless of that, Ivy, he's going to go ahead and protect the SVG. So getting that in Cold Chan's hands, that's a good start.
But this is what they've always done, right?
Yeah.
They protect the SVG.
They ban thermal.
Because of how TSM plays, they don't worry about what else they can get with it. They just let Cold Chan, it wouldn't surprise me to see them ban out possibly a thermal here. There it is. Wheats bans it out right away. It makes complete sense.
Okay.
This is a game plan that TSM have always tried to do, and I wonder if 100 Thieves is prepared for this.
We'll see. I mean, there's obviously a ton of VOD out, so they could have done a lot of research and gained a lot of information from what TSM have done in the past. And going back to my prediction, the reason why I said 3-1 for TSM, I thought that 100 Thieves would be able to compete in the hard points. Going to the Search and Destroy is where TSM, this is one of their best game modes. I thought 100 Thieves, maybe they'll lose this one. They're not so great at uplink. And then CTF is always kind of like a toss-up for me. But in the end, I thought TSM would take it just because these are guys that have been playing that game mode just forever now. But going back to the ban and protects, after thermal gets banned out, there goes rapid fire, there goes kinetic armor, there goes high caliber. So overclock will get banned out as well. What do you think the last one's going to be? Maybe like a Shiva here?
Shiva, or possibly even something like, maybe they even want to get rid of like an HC. No, they'll go with overdrive.
Okay.
So they'll leave that into play. That lower score streak is still available. And now into the specialist draft. We mentioned how overdrive did get buffed. Maybe that's a slight reasoning behind them wanting to get rid of that one, or you earn it a little bit quicker. Glitch and Psychosis, though, two of them that I believe kind of just stayed the same after the most recent patch.
Yeah, I mean, Glitch, Nelson loves to pick up Glitch. Glitch has always been kind of inconsistent for me, right? We've seen it make some really big and clutch plays. We've seen it make some not so great plays. We've seen it make some kind of medium flashy plays, but we'll see what he's able to do with Glitch going into this next map. So Psychosis gets picked up by both teams. There's active camo. I imagine Johnny will go after Heatwave, and Cold Chan will probably pick up camo to round things out here. So yeah, we're going to see a mirror matchup going into map number 2.
Glitch and Heatwave for me are two of the specialist abilities that the second they're used, you can tell those were good or bad. A bad glitch the second it happens, because typically they'll land right in front of the opponent, and that's really all she wrote.
We've had this conversation a lot between each other. What's the most consistent way to use Glitch? Because I know you're a person, whenever you're playing, Glitch is like your go-to specialist. And, sometimes, I haven't seen one in a while, but sometimes you make these big plays with Glitch.
Yeah.
What makes somebody good with Glitch? How do you use it properly?
I think what it really is knowing how to bait your body out. So you need to know that the second I see the player or even begin to get tagged up by a bullet, I'm already on the trigger.
Yeah.
You're not even thinking, maybe I'll just go for the kill. No. He pops around the corner, you glitch instantly before you even do anything else. Then, off your new positioning, you obviously know where he is, but the opposing player has to figure out, oh gosh, where is he?
Kind of has to follow the trail.
And that takes a few seconds. Meanwhile, you glitch. You know kind of the area you're going to wind up being in because you went, obviously, in that direction to get to that point. That's how it winds up working. But they don't know that.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, you glitch back. They have no idea where you are.
And we always talk about bait and switches in Search and Destroy. Glitch is the perfect specialist to do that off of.
Yep.
You could be super aggressive and peek fights that you wouldn't normally win because you have Glitch. As you're saying, you peek out, you're like, I see you, I can't win this gunfight. Maybe I'll just waste some bullets. My teammate will then challenge after if you're going to chase me for the kill. I think there are a lot of ways you could use Glitch, and I like that you brought bait. I think that's the most consistent way you could use Glitch is if you just put your body on the line and act as bait.
Well, that's a very good example here on a map like Stronghold S&D. You can use it really when pushing towards that A bomb site. You go, you hit that outer wall run, your guy with Glitch leads in towards that top kitchen area. He baits the opponent out, you glitch back, you have a guy who's following you right up on the wall run that gets the kill on the player who's not.
Could always get a little scared when you're on a wall run and you glitch.
Oh, this is true.
You push through kitchen, you glitch back, you're on a wall run, you're not expecting it. But this is also a great map for the Vesper. When you're fighting all these close range engagements over near that A bomb site inside the mansion area, the Vesper can wreak some havoc there.
Well, Nelson was one of the few players who brought it out there at the Stage 1 relegation. We'll see if 100 Thieves can take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, guys, thank you. Let's hop into game 2. Now, that's one interesting thing they mentioned. Talking about the Vesper, I was watching a lot of the guys' stream yesterday. It looks like it's hit kind of that sweet spot where it's better at close range, but it's more reliable.
Not great,
but not as good as
range.
the VMP. It kind of medium range.
Right, I believe I saw it was TP, Replays, Merc. We watch them all the time.
Yeah.
I think it was TP that was using the Vesper on this map yesterday. Same map, same game mode, Stronghold S&D. He's doing a lot of nice things with them. I'm wondering if we see it at all during the Pro Division. And
I think we do, for sure.
We saw it early during Stage 1, then it got a big nerf. We didn't see it at all in the middle, and then now potentially could make a comeback.
Yeah, I think we're going to see it in Search and Destroy. Respawns, maybe not as much, but S&D, it wouldn't shock me at all if we see it a little bit today. I'm going to cycle through everybody. So far, you have 2 VMPs for the side of 100 Thieves. On the other end...
Spoiler alert, there's no Vesper.
No Vespers at all. All right, well, we're going to start with...
No reason to keep searching.
I'm still, I was really hoping maybe we're going to see some action with it, but early kills traded. Let's stay on with the offense, though. We're going to be here with Nelson. 2 players left on the defensive side for TSM. They've got complete control of Mansion right now. It looks like they're going to opt to split on defense. You see Wheats wrapping around the back through rocks, and then holding back statue area, kind of that back lot, is going to be Kolchan with that sniper. Let's see, can he get eyes on anyone is the question.
Well, with no overkill, obviously, Kolchan only a pistol in his back pocket, and then Wheats with an AR. It's going to be very difficult to break this setup inside of Mansion. So once Kolchan not able to hold down that B bomb site, he basically, I don't want to say becomes useless, but he definitely becomes a little bit of a liability when trying to go inside of Mansion. You see Wheats going to lose that gunfight to Johnny Nelson, going to take out Kolchan up top. 100 Thieves winning round number 1.
Good start for them in S&D after the nice comeback win in our first hard point. And, this would impress me. Now, I know a lot of these guys are solid for 100 Thieves when it comes to S&D, but TSM was one of the more consistent teams. You liked a lot of their gameplay. That's where they pulled some maps off of Optic at the Stage 1 finals. They've really impressed me in this particular game mode. If you can come out here and get a 2-0 lead for 100 Thieves in S&D, that would be incredibly impressive.
Oh, without a doubt. I think, obviously, does this team have a lot of pressure on them now? Like when they were King Poppy, I don't think anyone took them seriously. Like King Poppy, like it's a funny name, whatnot. Now that you're playing it under Nade Shot, you're on this new brand, I feel like there's a lot more added pressure.
There has to be some added pressure. I mean, your Twitter followers double. All of a sudden, there's way more eyes on you. You got to think the pressure does pick up a bit, but so far, not really seeming to phase them. As you'll see, the first blood going to the side of 100 Thieves yet again. Pac-Man, Ivy, and Kolchan, are they going to be able to get it done? Kolchan trying to get that snipe over the top in a Mansion, not really seeing anything. They do a lot in the band protect to make sure he has his sniper in his hands. You gotta make it a big player to some degree.
Well, this is what's difficult about TSM on the offensive side right now, is they're completely relying on Kolchan to get a pick, and 100 Thieves playing it perfectly. They're just not poking out into spots where they can get picked up with a snipe. You see Johnny backs all the way out to kitchen table. He doesn't get taken out in top apartments, and you see it's going to be Nelson picking up 2 more. Not able to get the ace, so it's going to be examples finishing off that last one.
I tried to actually hop to him for that, that second kill. I went to the guy above him, but he picks up 3 from back out. They knew he was there the entire time. No one was able to win that gunfight. It is not an easy gunfight to win whatsoever, but 3 of those kills coming in from Nelson, doing a solid job holding off bottom Mansion. Now, you got to see each team on both sides so far here. What did you like about what
it's really early. I mean, we've only seen them on one offensive side, one defensive side. I can't really kind of get a judge to the game right now, but
come on,
what I would say is TSM probably needs to take the sniper rifle out of Kolchan's hands at this moment, and he actually does. So I just jumped down with Kolchan. He's actually got an AR in his hands because they're just playing so slow around trying to have him get a pick, and the guys on 100 Thieves just playing it perfectly. I mean, the last round when Johnny rotates all the way back behind that Mansion kitchen table, it just watches the up top perfectly. You see Royalty X able to fly in, pick up 2 in top Mansion as his teammate just baits out, puts Royalty in a good position to pick up some kills, and 100 Thieves in a good position to win this round.
This 3v2
is just like advantage. Yep, they get right into that A bomb site. Now it's going to be Wheats and Kolchan, both of they are trying to break into this close area. Wheats with some nice shots there, though, on examples, takes them right off the bomb site.
Well, this is very, very similar to what we saw in that first offensive round. But now you have Kolchan by himself, 1v2, 30 seconds on the clock. He's getting pushed. One player is kind of teasing him here, and going to pick it up is Royalty. That fast sense is going to be such an advantage in a scenario like that, bobbing and weaving, able to snap onto him just a little bit quicker. We'll see it now from his perspective, just teasing him, flying out, the shots on point, and picking up the final kill. Is 100 Thieves looking to run away with this one.
Yeah, Royalty has another teammate there behind him, so once he gets behind that pole, it puts Kolchan in a really tough spot. It's like, do I focus the guy over by the kitchen table? Do I focus on this guy by the pole and try and take him out behind the pillar? A very difficult spot. Royalty actually just jumps out to the right, challenges him right away, able to take him out.
All right, well, Kolchan going to be the first out. You'll see he's changing his classes quite a bit. He's had a snipe, he's had an AR, and now he's going with the VMP. And I think that player is, he's going to be right outside sitting up in the corner. You saw him on the X-ray for Kolchan. You've got one player, looks like in top bedroom as well. That'll be No, Nelson's actually below. Is he playing the same? Oh, yeah, that makes sense since he dominated them from this position
no, there's
earlier.
no reason for him to move.
No, when he does move, it doesn't matter. Still going to be able to gun Ivy there. Picks up one before being traded out. Royalty picking up another 4 streak for Nelson. Now a 5 streak for Royalty. He's getting real close to that dart. He has Psychosis to go as well. They're in a 2v2 here with just over 45 seconds on the clock. And let's take a look at the positioning now of Johnny. We'll hop between Royalty and Johnny a little bit as they have a good opportunity for a pinch. You can see where the bomb is down right now. It looks like that's kind of what bottom by that front door side door mansion.
Royalty was standing right on top of the bomb, so I wonder if he actually saw the bomb and backed out. You see Johnny's going to get up in top mansion here. Royalty's going to sit outside of Snow. They have to know this is a push over towards A. You see Royalty, he catches that one player behind bar, has to call it out towards Johnny. They know this has to be an A attempt because Royalty, I mean, well, if he just keeps focusing on that mid Maven, he's able to watch rotation to B, and he actually doesn't and lets the guys from TSM get right over to that B bomb side. A little bit of a misplay there.
And that's going to be Wheats. Perfect positioning, waiting right in the corner there, outside that top drop down, able to pick it up. So we're going to find Johnny now in a 1 versus 2. He's got to pick this up to keep the perfect streak alive for the side of 100 Thieves. Got eyes in them for just a second, and that player's just going to continue to tease, milk the clock.
Johnny's going to go up towards top mansion. He's going to have one directly in front of him. He's able to take him out. He has to know where this other player is. It's the player that was challenging him in mid. He's going to just look over by that bomb site. He has shots being put in his back, though, as Pac-Man, the last one alive for TSM, wins that 1v1, puts him on the board. Yeah, some nice patience. Johnny, I feel like he needed to know that player was going to leave the bomb site. Right, there's no reason for that player to just sit there.
I wonder why Pac-Man took a while there to line that up. If he had an M8, that player probably would have dropped almost instantly. But making sure,
probably not too confident, lines it up. Yeah.
VMP can be a little bit jumpy at times from that range. So nice patience, making sure he picks up the kill. And now it's going to be 100 Thieves back to the offensive side. You have Psychosis for Royalty. Nelson has got his glitch, and we'll also have the HC. Let's see how they opt to play this one out. And they saw one pushing immediately, so let's hop to examples, get his POV. That HC got all the scouting information they needed to pick that one up. One more player is going to peek. That's going to be Ivy. He's at least able to trade 1 kill out and get back safely here. Now, the player that's going to potentially be a problem, is Colchan going to be able to get there in time?
He's got to go fast.
Yeah, he really has to get moving.
100 Thieves going to push in. They're going to be able to take out Ivy inside of mansion.
Oh, he went way too far.
Yeah, this is going to be another A plant. And you see it's going to be Colchan able to take out Royalty up top, not before Royalty can take out Wheat. So it's going to be a 2v1. It's going to be Colchan, the last one alive here, going up against Johnny and Examples.
Think about, what was it? It was the TSM, it was the round 1 TSM versus Optic matchup. Remember this map, how many times Pac-Man was able to get behind on flanks? I think it was 2 or 3 rounds that he was a difference maker. A similar push to what we saw Colchan doing, but it just didn't develop quickly enough, right? Or his teammates couldn't really hold mansion long enough for him to get there, but he is able to at least turn this into... Oh, no! Okay, I was about to say, please, dear God, finish that kill.
That would have been so funny. You see Colchan tries to play cheeky, goes for the back whack, misses a lot of shots coming down the stairs. That was a play that he was trying to make look really cool that didn't end up resulting looking really cool as he misses a lot of shots coming down the stairs.
It can be sensitive, I guess, if you hit that back shoulder versus the back there. He doesn't get that one-hit melee. I just thought, I was like, if he goes vertical and turns on him,
oh my God,
that's going to be painful to watch.
I would have died. That would have been hilarious.
Well, that would have been one of the more awkward, ridiculous 1v2 clutches I've seen had he been able to close that out. All right, well, let's get back to offense now with TSM, who are struggling to find rounds right now in Game 2. They looked strong at the start of the hard point. Things kind of fell apart around the midway point, and they just want to get a win on the board. You got to feel like they had some added confidence. You would think, a loss is a loss, but taking Optic the distance like that at Stage 1, you think would at least put a little bit more swagger in this team coming into Stage 2.
I think they'd come in feeling pretty good about themselves, right?
Yeah.
They could feel great about themselves and just kind of getting shocked by a 100 Thieves team right now that's, quite frankly, playing very well.
Well, think about it. It's almost like when you have those rookie quarterbacks come into the NFL, they do really, really well for a season. Teams kind of learn their pattern.
This Colchan kills himself.
And then all of a sudden, oh, God, that's fun. And then all of a sudden they're able to adapt. But you have that early advantage when you're like a new person coming into the league. So you feel like 100 Thieves, maybe the player, you're not as familiar with their play styles, right? Is that part of it?
Yeah, or you're RG3 and you play in the league for a year and everybody figures you out.
Yeah, well, that's how it is for a lot of rookie quarterbacks.
Right.
Like you come in, you're able to look so good. Teams figure you out. But now it's Ivy by himself getting cut down. Royalty pick it up too, as they will get shut down. But that's what I'm wondering here. Is this like a first matchup? Hey, they're not familiar with our play style, kind of
we're gonna
shock
catch
and
them off
surprise.
guard. Yeah.
or are they going to be able to hang all season? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But so far, looking very, very good here for 100 Thieves.
What I'm interested in, too, is obviously in the ban protect phase, what they elect to do. I mean, during stage 1, we ended up seeing a lot of teams go with, some standard bans, protect. Some teams, we saw them target different players, whatnot.
Sure.
But nobody kind of really knows how to attack this team. I wonder if they've kind of studied what other teams have done to be effective against, the likes of like a FaZe or an Optic or whatnot, and they have some special things prepared for that matchup. But it's going to be Colchan lurking inside a bunker. He could make a huge play.
This could be very scary. They
One,
think he's good.
two.
Oh my God, he lets him go. So he's in behind. Oh, kill! At least get one more. He's able to slide away, but not able to pick it up. And that, if he would have waited like a second longer and then just got better position behind there, did he have dead silence? Was he worried maybe they'd hear him if he chased him?
I don't know. That was a nice play to be able to get one, and it was Pac-Man able to finish off another.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. I thought he was able to get 2 or 3 there, maybe. But
right, they still get a man advantage out of the situation.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I mean, look at where the bomb is down.
Very
for the
scary
side
spot,
of 100
right?
Thieves. It is not in a great spot. See Royalty try and challenge Couch just inside Mansion. He's going to get cut down by Ivy. It's going to be examples. The only one alive here in a 1v3 doesn't have a lot to work with either. I mean, just look at the setup from TSM. The bomb down in an awful position. He's thinking about, oh, look at this. He's going to just check inside Mansion.
Yeah, they're definitely
they know the bomb's
very aware where bomb is.
Yeah, they're very aware.
Well, sometimes it drops in spots that you don't notice it or something. Pac-Man's got that thing on lock, and you can see their zone defense they have set up in the back, not wanting anyone to get in. Examples, getting shut down. Ivy picking up the headshot. Now you've got 2 rounds on the board for TSM.
We'll see if 100 Thieves can put them away. Usually the hardest thing against I don't want to say an amateur team, like Challenge Division team, to a professional team is putting them away. Like when you have game point right in front of you, you need to actually get that win, and it's a lot easier said than done. They can't let TSM start to gain some momentum because obviously the game can switch at any moment.
All right, well, let's hop back to TSM now on offense. They have Glitch for Pac-Man. You have Psychosis for Ivy. The problem is you've almost got full specialists on the side of 100 Thieves, and the fact that someone's playing close, I got to think he's thinking about peeking, getting information, then maybe glitching out, but he's just going to play the corner, put a couple shots down. Psychosis did come out. Nelson's got so much information here. He knows there's one at that half cut. He's going to bring it back, get to a safe position. How much scouting information he just get? I mean, he saw a ton.
That was a really nice use of glitch.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't want to say I bash glitch. I usually hate on it compared to other specialists.
Well, usually
to be
it's really
honest,
good in a one-on-one or something, but
it gained a lot of information. He picks up a guy over on Snow. He sees players rushing over towards mid, and it results in one of his teammates picking up that early first blood. It's going to be Pac-Man there glitching, and it's going to be Royalty able to take out Wheats. Pac-Man's going to be able to pick up 1 in the kill feed, though. And it's going to be a 2v1 as you see Colchan gets a big kill on Nelson there to open up Mansion.
Well, you talked about them closing it out. So far, TSM doing a good job staying alive. Are they going to be able to keep this going? They need to win this 2 versus 1. But Royalty, he has been such a stud so far. What we've seen him capable of, specifically at relegation, he's going to turn this into a one-on-one. That was the bomb carrier. This could be it. Does he find the second player? He knows he has to grab bomb. He's going to engage. And that's where the ledge boost and that high stance comes up big. 13-4 for Royalty.
He's dominated the first 2 games. He is going to be fun to watch.
Very
he
good.
is very, very good.
I was upset when we didn't really get to see him too much at the beginning of the game. He was playing mostly S&D.
Right.
He talked about he didn't play a whole lot of variant. But, if you didn't get to see him at the relegation match, he was dropping 50 in the hard point, 40 plus or something in the uplink, just going really, really big, and he showed he can do it.
He's a slayer. I mean, assault rifle, SMG, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy just knows how to pick up kills. There's some players that you kind of play with, and you watch play, they just have these natural instincts, like where people are going to spawn. They don't exactly have to put a lot of time in. They just have these natural instincts, and I think Royalty's one of those people.
Well, incredible stuff thus far from 100 Thieves, but I want to hear what the analysis guys think. Let's toss it over to Revan and Jack.
I have a feeling Nate Shot is smiling right now watching
Royalty's
his team
a freak.
Up 2-0. You say Royalty's
He's a freak.
There's no better way to put it. I mean, it's tough, right? Because obviously we see TSM, they did struggle a lot in stage 1 and hardpoint, so them losing that wasn't too big of a surprise for me.
Search and Destroy is usually their staple game type.
But then Search and Destroy is one where I expect them to really bounce back. You saw the sniper of Colchan really didn't make any difference in that one. Royalty, though, the player I really want to highlight in this kind of breakdown we do right here. Okay. In round 3, you saw him get that ace. We'll pull up the footage here. And Revan, you were a big fan of just the kind of
look at how they set up their push, right? They don't care about middle map right now. It's going to be an A bomb site hit, and they're going to dedicate everything there. Royalty, he's going to be the lead man into Mansion. And then just look at all of his teammates now follow this up. Nelson, he's going to put his life on the line. He's going to act as the bait. Even though he has the bomb in his hands, he spots out 2 players here. And then you always talk about working trades effectively in top management. Royalty finds 2 off the bat. So immediately 3-on-2 advantage for 100 Thieves. Johnny now does some scouting over near top management, but you can see exactly how they want to play this round. They had the man advantage. Let's stick together. Let's make the trades happen in our favor. This is the one mistake they kind of made here. Examples gets a little bit too ambitious over near the bomb site after he plants the bomb, and he gets caught out of position. But just like that, they get the trade at the end, and then Cole Chan, he can't move from this spot, right? He's cornered. He's trapped. They're going to hit it from both angles, as I believe Royalty gets an ace in this round. But good execution, good teamwork, and way to trust in your teammates throughout that entire round 3 from 100 Thieves.
Even down to the final round of that game, Royalty was just continuing to make confident plays. You never really saw him hesitate. Another round we wound up seeing a big play come in was that swing round. I believe it was round 5. Yeah. So 100 Thieves is up 3-1, and when you kind of look at the breakdown of how this wound up working out, it's Cole Chan in a 1-on-2. We'll get this going for you. Cole Chan's going to push through bunker. And I like the heads-up play where he gets to this back red van area. He spots the player, I believe it was Examples. He sees him, and he doesn't shoot right away, right? He just kind of holds off, doesn't want to shoot. He wants to see if he can spot the second player as well. Almost comes back to bite him, but some shaky shots with the hip fire a little bit further on there. Maven almost blew a gasket there on that one with how close that wound up being. And then the gunfight comes in, doesn't work out in his favor, but that's an example, right, of a swing round that you expect Cole Chan to be able to win.
He clutches it. They gain so much momentum. They, of course, win another round after that. Who knows how that game would have turned out, but good job from 100 Thieves.